Welcome, 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 welcome. Thank you for joining. Welcome. Thank you for connecting. Thank you for joining wherever you're joining from. I appreciate you, everyone that is joining me. Wherever you're connecting from, I say, may Chukwu be my God and protect you. Thank you for joining. Thank you for connecting. Thank you for joining. Thank you so much for joining. Wherever you're joining from, I appreciate you. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. Share, if you can share, please share. Share on your own platform, share in your WhatsApp group, any place you belong. Kindly share so that people can join us. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. Welcome. Thank you for connecting wherever you are connecting from. Abuchi Emmanuel, thank you for coming, Abuchi. Thank you for joining, Abuchi. Thank you so much. Francis Anibogu. Thank you so much for joining, Francis. Thank you so much, Francis. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. My sister Linda TV show, thank you so much for joining. Thank you for joining, thank you for joining. Thank you so much for joining. Wherever you are connecting from, I say, may God bless you. May Chukwu be my guide and protect everyone that have joined me. Thank you so much for connecting. Thank you for joining. Wherever you are joining from, I say, may Chukwu continue to guide and protect everyone who has joined me on this brief broadcast. Just want to share one or two things on the broadcast and then we call it a day. I'm not going to spend much time. You know, a lot has been happening, and I said it before in the earlier of this year. I said it that this year we are going to increase in our broadcast. If you're broadcasting, you broadcast, you spend more time, add more days, make more videos to tell the world what is going on, because the Janjaweed have stepped up their game. There is more attack, there's more trouble, more hindrances, more blackmail, more killing, everything have increased. and we are losing people on daily basis. We are losing people. We are losing brothers and sisters in Biafra land. We are losing family and friends in Biafra land. That is why we have to stand up and continue to fight. We have to fight. This is the time for us to wake up. Do not fold your arms and begin to wait. You have to wake up and fight. The people who we are expecting to fight for us are not fighting for us. People who are supposed to speak for us are not speaking for us. And we cannot fold our hands. We won't fold our hands. That is why we have to continue to speak, continue to shout, continue to talk, so that the world will know the true situation of things in the country called Nigeria. A lot is going wrong. A lot is going on. And I told you, as we have entered into the electionary year, in this year of election, things are going to be more difficult. Things are going to be more hard. More propaganda are going to come. Already you see them, they are packaging some evil men. They are already packaging their evil men. But they cannot distract us. We will continue to ask for the freedom of our Supreme Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, which is something that is in the front burner. We can never allow them to push the freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu under the carpet. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu remains the most popular figure in Biafra land today. He remains the most popular figure, not just in Biafra land, in Nigeria as a whole. This is a name that you mention, everybody knows about him. A name that you mention, even in Asarok will be shaking. When you call the name of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the Janjaweed will run away. May hear him his name, that he's coming, that he's speaking. Everywhere is silent. That is why we have to cry, pray, do whatever you can to make sure that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is released unconditionally. We will continue to pursue his release by all means possible. He must surely be released. It doesn't matter what they do. It doesn't matter what they say. It doesn't matter the propaganda they are bringing from all corners, from all angles. They can never succeed, and we will not allow them to succeed, because we are fighting the right cause. We are fighting the cause of freedom. We are fighting for the cause of freedom and asking for our freedom. And we will continue to demand for freedom. We continue to demand for our freedom. They can't stop us. The enemies are fighting tooth and nail from all corners with their propaganda and all their hindrances, but we cannot allow them to overpower us. That is why those of us who are broadcasting, you have to intensify in your broadcast, increase your effort in your broadcast, and make sure you send out the right information. The struggle we are in, we are not fighting for anybody. You are not fighting for me, I'm not fighting for you. We are fighting a collective interest. We are fighting for collective interest, fighting for Biafra. Fighting for Biafra. I'm not sitting here to defend anybody. I am defending the land of Biafra, which is my own land. That is where I'm defending the people of Biafra. Setting the record straight, making sure that the Janjaweed do not change the narrative. That is what I do. I'm not here to promote anybody, any particular person or any particular group. I'm not promoting anybody. I am promoting the cause of Biafra and making sure that the voice of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is continued to be heard. They can never sweep the voice of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu under the carpet. It doesn't matter how they try, they will not succeed. That is why I come online. Every time I have a slightest opportunity, I will come online and say one or two things. That is what we are supposed to be doing. Everybody have a responsibility. We have a role to play. You don't just watch the videos, you can share. Your sharing the videos also is a contribution. Your passing the information is also a contribution. There are so many things we can do. So many things we can do to pass the message and make sure that the Janjaweed do not succeed in their plans. Because they are trying to make sure that they show to the world that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is irrelevant. But we are going to show them that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu remains the most relevant man in that contraption called Nigeria. We are not part of that very company called Nigeria. We're not part of it. We are Biafrans, and Biafrans we are. Unapologetically, we are Biafrans. I personally, I am a Biafran. Biafra is my religion. I am first Biafra before you can add anything to me. I am Biafran. And I defend it, I speak about it, because it concerns me, it concerns my future, it concerns my unborn children. That is why I speak about it. I'm not talking about Biafra to defend somebody or to defend any organization or any person. I am defending my own self as a Biafran. It's a struggle for every one of us. We have to fight to secure our land. The common enemy we have in Biafra land that is attacking us, you and I know the common enemy. Every one of us know. It doesn't matter how we deny it. It doesn't matter how we try to play it low. The truth remains the truth. It remains the truth. It remains the truth. We will continue to fight this battle to the end. And there is only way we can succeed in this battle. There's only one way we can succeed in this battle. Each time you are speaking about the issue of Biafra or you're talking about Biafra, have it at the back of your mind that you are fighting for your freedom. Anybody you see genuinely speaking for Biafra, have it at the back of your mind that you are fighting for your freedom, not the freedom of anybody, not for any particular person. And we are fighting more especially to make sure that the Janjaweed do not take away our land. We know that the Fulani Janjaweed are on a mission that was given to them by their own father, Othman Danfodio. Othman Danfodio gave them that charge, and they are not looking back. They are pursuing that charge that Othman Danfodio gave them. They are following it and pursuing it to the last minute. They are not looking back. But today, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu gave us a charge also, we Biafrans, to defend the Biafra land. To defend Biafra land. But instead of us defending Biafra land, we have allowed the Janjaweed to penetrate us. Some of us have allowed Janjaweed to penetrate us with their lies and their evil, with their propaganda. And today, you see them pushing their propaganda, pushing their lies against Biafran people. And they are succeeding because we are not doing what we are supposed to do. Because we are not doing what we are supposed to do. That is why they are succeeding. Why do they have to succeed? This is the difference between us. When they gave them their own charge, Othman Danfodio gave them their own charge years back, to dip the Quran into the Atlantic Ocean. And up to today, they are still fighting to make sure they took over Nigeria by all means possible. They are fighting to take over Nigeria. And they are not relenting. They are not relenting. They don't look back when they fight for it. They are doing it on daily basis, fighting every time they have an opportunity. They are fighting to make sure that they take over the contemporary called Nigeria. And they will not stop. If you think they're going to stop, they will never stop. They will fight even more to take over the country. This is why Mazen Nnamdi Kanu was born. That is why Mazen Nnamdi Kanu came up and established IPOB. From IPOB, the message was preached. So many souls were won. Biafrans woke up, begin to realize whom they are. The southeastern region, the old southeastern region, the south and the southeast and the lower Benue, they came and realized whom they are, that they are one people, one family. And they begin to speak. The Yoruba people cashed in and they begin to speak. Middle Beltans began to speak. But today, some people are distracting themselves. The only way we can allow these people to take over Biafra land is by dividing us. That is how they can succeed. Right from time, they have been succeeding because of the division they put in Biafra land. It is because of the division they place in Biafra land. That is why they have been succeeding for a very long time. Because we are not seeing ourselves as one. Some people are seeing themselves as Niger Delta. Some are seeing themselves as people in the hinterland. Some are seeing themselves as Yoruba. Some are seeing themselves as Igbo. Some are seeing themselves as Calabar. Some are seeing themselves as Efik. We are not seeing ourselves as one people. That is why they have been able to hold us down for a very long time. But Mazen Nnamdi Kanu came on board, united us and gave us a charge. Gave us a charge on what to do and what we have to pursue. But today, so many of us have lost focus. So many of us today are pursuing their own selfish interests. So many of us are pursuing their own self-exaltation. So many of us today are pursuing their own personal interests instead of fighting for collective interest, which is the main goal, which is the main target. It is high time we wake up. We have to wake up and pursue that which is the right cause. Collective interest of every Biafran in Biafra land. Everybody living in the old southeastern region, the present southeast and the south-south. Those are the people we are supposed to follow. And if you think that I'm making up the charge, I want you to hear the voice of Asuna Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, what he said, the charge he gave us, and our mission that we are supposed to accomplish. It's a brief talk. Hear briefly from Mazen Nnamdi Kanu before we continue.
Fulani Janjaweed can overwhelm us is by dividing us. If you are an agent of Fulani Caliphate, if you have come to do the bidding of Fulani Janjaweed in our land, I am asking you this very evening to retrace your steps. Because again, starting from this very day, anywhere Biafrans are killed, any governor, any police commissioner who tolerates the massacre of innocent people will pay very dearly for it. Will pay very, very dearly for it. Do not underestimate our resolve. Because this evening, first of all, I speak as a human being who is possessed of a compatriot spirit and empathy with the suffering of human beings everywhere, especially in the zoo that Britain created called Nigeria. Second, I speak as a witness to the suffering of Biafrans at the hands of their so-called fellow citizens in the zoo called Nigeria. And what we want to make abundantly clear is that we are warning everybody who is a stakeholder in the zoo about our determination and our resolve to ensure that our land is defended. This is a resolution we have reached, and it is cast in stone.
That is a brief message from him, telling us what to do and why we are here. The reason why we are talking about Biafra is to defend Biafra land. That is the only reason why we are talking about Biafra, to make sure we have our dignity, to make sure that they stop killing us. A lot of us have lost our life in the course of the struggle. A lot of our brothers and sisters have gone because of the struggle, because we are demanding for self-determination. And we are not just asking for self-determination because we want to ask. It is because the contraption called Nigeria do not want us. They don't want us. And the only reason why they have always succeeded in their plan is because they are dividing us. They are dividing us. That is why they are succeeding. That divide and rule is what they are using. And they are still using up to today. I am going to share with you another video that I came across. I came across this video. After watching the video, I almost shed tears. It is sad the kind of attitude people have in the contraption called Nigeria. People who are supposed to defend you and I are not defending us. People who are supposed to be speaking for you and I are not speaking for us. People who are supposed to stand for you and I are not standing for us. They are standing for their own selfish interests. Ohaneze is supposed to be an organization that represents every single Igbo man. But what do? They are not representing you. They are not representing me. They are representing themselves. They have made us a laughing stock. You saw a video where they were begging people in the north. They went to north and they were literally begging for 2022. And they threw it at their face. The only option they were giving them is to make sure they destroy IPOB. That is the charge that was given them. And each time you are hearing about political solution, that is the assignment they were given. The only way they can get political solution is to destroy IPOB, to make sure that we stop asking for self-determination, which is the only thing that will grant us our freedom. They want us to stop asking for freedom, and then they will go ahead and enslave us the more. Go and check the people they are presenting, people who they are presenting to represent you and I. The people they are presenting are people who are bent on killing their own people. People who have sold out. Most of them were born in the north. They are the only people they can trust a little. And today, they are using us as a bet. That is why you see number of Biafran people that are being killed in Imo State. As you're watching this video, people are losing their life in Imo State. People are losing their life in Imo State, in Anambra State, in Biafra land as a whole. They are abducting people, killing people in the street. There is nobody to fight for them, nobody to speak for them. Nobody is making any case anywhere. They are bombing Biafra land as you're watching this video from all angles. Some of the videos are so horrific that I can't share it here. I can't share it on this very platform because of the YouTube restrictions. It is sad. This is where we have found ourselves. And shall we continue to fold our hand and allow our people to be killed? Shall we continue to fold our hand and allow people to die? We cannot continue. We cannot continue this form. The only man who has made them scared, the only man who they hear his voice and they shiver, the only man who changed the hand of time, our today, he's no longer there. He's no longer there. He's no longer there. They went all the way to Kenya and they kidnapped him. Kidnapped him from Kenya, sent him to Nigeria through extraordinary edition. Finally, today, you saw the victory. He has gotten the victory. You saw what transpired. You saw what transpired. He has gotten victory for you and I. Today, thank God, we are victorious. We can speak proudly and say, yes, we are victorious. But that is not all to it. There are so many other lies they have told against Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. So many attack and distraction from all angles. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is still facing torture as you are watching this video. Shall we wait and allow Mazen Nnamdi Kanu to continue to suffer in DSS? Never. That is why we have to continue on a massive civil disobedience. Anything you are doing, you got to do it more. If you are broadcasting, broadcast more. If you are speaking, speak more. If you are fasting, fast more. If you are praying, pray more. This is the only way we can fight a battle and win. This is the only way we can fight a battle. Nobody can fight the battle for you except you fight for yourself. Nobody anywhere can fight for you. Who are the people who fight for you? Is it those people who are ready to bomb you? Is it the governor who has come to boast that he's going to bomb his own people? Is it the people you're going to wait for? Who are you going to wait for to fight for you? Who are you going to wait for? Nobody's going to speak for you. We will only speak for ourselves. We will only speak for ourselves. Thank God that people are risen. Biafrans are awake. Biafrans are not cowards. We are awake. Only those that have sold themselves to this devil, only few of them, few Biafrans who have sold themselves to the enemy, they are the people who are drawing us back. But they are very few. They are very few. And for the fact that they are very few, they can never succeed. It doesn't matter how they try. It doesn't matter the propaganda they bring. It doesn't matter how they try. It doesn't matter the narrative they try to push out there. They cannot succeed. We will continue to preach the gospel, and every Biafran will continue to wake up until we march the promised land. And we will get there very, very soon. It won't be too long. It will not be too long. We will get to the promised land. We will get to the promised land because it will not be too long. For some people who still believe, I don't know why somebody can still believe that Nigeria will work. There is no pointer to show that Nigeria will work anyway. All you see in that contract are a bunch of liars, deceivers from all angles. They lie to you, they deceive you, yet we are seeing all deceit and lies still. We are following them. How can somebody have a hope on a Nigeria that is led by a terrorist? On a Nigeria that is led by a liar? You can never hear any single truth from all these politicians, from A to Z. None of them can say the truth. And yet, some people are bent on listening to them. Some people are still listening to them. Go and check the lineup of people who they have brought together now. People who they are presenting to participate in this coming election. Go and check the lineup. What does that tell you? It tells you that the Nigeria can never, ever work. It doesn't, you can pretend from today to tomorrow, it can never work. And every time I remember the message of a senator in the Senate, in the House of Senate, that somebody was brave enough to speak the truth and say it exactly the way it is, I share the video. And I want to play that video to remind you, for those of you who are still believing that maybe somehow you wake up one day and see a better Nigeria. Some of you who still think that maybe you will sleep and wake up and see a better Nigeria. Watch this video one day again. I can play it over and over again. It's not a new video. It's a reminder to remind you where you are coming from. To remind you that it will never ever be better. The earlier you wake up and continue to ask for the breakup of this very contraption, the better for you. Watch that video.
When a nation or republic cannot keep faith with justice and with the truth, it will never achieve unity. It will never achieve peace, and it will never achieve progress. Mr. President, sir, one of us quoted from this constitution and went ahead to make prescription for how to move forward. I dare to tell this nation today that this is the problem. This constitution can never give us progress. This constitution can never give us peace. This constitution can never give us unity. And unfortunately, most of us in this National Assembly, we don't have the spine to face what we need to give this republic to have peace and progress. What do I mean? This constitution has 68 items. 68 on the exclusive list. This constitution has only 12 on the concurrent list. And those 12 are written so nebulously
so fraudulently that you know that the intention is to even undermine those concurrent lists. That is why those who want unity and peace in Nigeria must first remember that the name of our republic is not just Nigeria. The formal name of this republic is Federal Republic of Nigeria. Unfortunately, we don't run a federalist system in Nigeria. Otherwise, what is so unique about all those things that are in the exclusive list? We used to have a parliamentary system, and then we wanted unity, we wanted peace, we wanted progress, and we therefore said we are going to go with a presidential system. Honestly, there are many presidential systems in the world that have peace and progress. I can't quarrel with that. But we must put in place the same safeguards that presidential system across the world put in place, so that you can have what it needs to run the society.
You have heard him. That is a senator speaking inside the Senate, not outside, not in his home, not in Oduduwa land, in the Senate in Abuja. Since that man made that statement, up to today, nothing has changed. After that man made that statement, you still see people from the southern part of Nigeria, you see senators from southern Nigeria protecting that same constitution. They are still protecting that constitution. They can kill somebody because of that constitution. They can destroy life because of that constitution. Something that they know that this is why Nigeria will never ever know peace. Nigeria will never ever know progress. Nigeria will never ever know unity. Yet they are protecting it. Including they can kill to protect that same thing. What does that tell you? Nigeria can never survive. It can never survive. And I pity some of us from the southern part of Nigeria, mainly Biafra. You see Biafrans. Some Biafrans who are still promoting one Nigeria. You still see some Biafrans talking about 2023 election. Still talking about Igbo president. Igbo presidency that will take their life. Igbo presidency that will kill all of them. That is what they are still hoping on. You see Biafran people talking about Igbo presidency. What a shame. What a shame. People who know pretend they don't know. People who are supposed to know, they don't know nothing. When you speak, they'll call you a child. When you talk, they say you don't know what you're saying. This is where we have found ourselves. How long shall we continue to remain in this part? How long shall we continue to remain in this part? Chukwu Okike Abiyama have done everything he has to do for us and give us Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Chukwu Okike Abiyama have given us Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the last miracle. And he have done everything, sacrificed everything sacrificable to make sure that we have our independence, to make sure that we are free. Today, he has been kidnapped from Kenya, sent to Nigeria through extraordinary rendition against his will for committing no crime. They are holding him in DSS. We are crying and shouting that he must be released unconditionally. Some people say we don't have to do so. We call for sit at home for him to be released. They say we don't have any right to do so. We call for civil disobedience for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to be released. They said no. And the people who are saying no are doing nothing. They turn around and told us about political solution. Ask yourself, what is political solution? Will political solution give an answer to Biafra struggle? Will political solution find a solution to the problem of Biafra, to the plight of the Biafra? The answer is no. I am not just saying no. It is no because it has been tried before. It never worked. Our eternal leader, Dim Odumegwu, tried it. It never worked. And if you think it's a lie, I'm going to play a video to confirm to you that political solution can never, ever work. It will never.
The leader of the Biafran people is His Excellency Lieutenant Colonel Chukwuemeka Ojukwu.
Those hot days, the Quakers, and the only thing we could do was to found a place where our fleeing compatriots could at least find an end to their flight. This is what Biafra is, the end of the journey for a persecuted, massacred, pursued people. We have made all attempts at a democratic resolution of this crisis. I have offered open elections, plebiscite. I have offered just an open carte blanche suggestion. Anybody who can find a democratic way of finding out the wishes of the people, let him suggest it and we will go for it.
My name is...
You heard him clear. You heard Dim Odumegwu there, our eternal leader, that he tried everything possible to make sure that the problem is being resolved amicably. Yet, there was no solution. They refused. Instead, more than 5 million lost their life. More than 5 million lost their life and are still losing up to today. We are still dying. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, on his own side, also went into that political solution to try. He went to discuss with them. At the end of the day, what happened? They sent Python dance. Python dance that took the life of 28 men, took the life of Jack and so many other animals, and also took the life of some people. Some people are still missing up to today. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu lost his parents through political solution, and today they have brought that propaganda again, political solution. Instead of us mounting pressure for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they brought that thing to distract us. When they knew that we were on the right track, as we were sitting at home, we were on the right track. They didn't have peace. They never had peace. We are doing sit at home in Biafra land, but every day, all the media in Nigeria, we are talking about it. Also, we are calling the governors on daily basis to discuss who is in charge. They knew that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is in charge. They begin to run helter-skelter. So when somebody come and tell you that sit at home doesn't affect Abuja, it affects them 1,000 times. It affects them. The world is watching. As Abuja is calling the governor, that is how the world is asking them, what is happening in this sub-area? It is showing the world that the people are not with them. We want our freedom. But what did they do? They came with their trick. So many people fell. They came and deceived so many people among those who are sitting at home. After their deceit could not work, they begin to force people to continue to go out. But we will not stop. We cannot stop. You can see that everything that had been achieved today was achieved because of the sit at home. That is why we have to continue to embark on that sit at home until Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is being released unconditionally. We will never stop. Let them continue to do whatever they want to do. Let them continue to fight from any angle. We will never stop until Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is being released unconditionally. We will never stop. We continue to fight for our freedom, continue to demand for our freedom until Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is being released unconditionally. They can come with any angle they want. They can come with any fight, come with any weapon, do whatever they want to do. We will never stop. The only thing that will release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is that civil disobedience. The freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is in the hands of the ordinary people, not in the hands of the Janjaweed, not in the hand of the lawyer. It is in the hand of we, the ordinary people. What we do, we help the lawyers to make sure that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is set free. That is why we have to continue to do anything we are doing. Do it more. Double your effort. Double your effort. There's already a light at the end of the tunnel. We are seeing light already. You are not just seeing that light because it is coming because of what we are doing on the ground. May Chukwu guide and protect every Biafrans who are committed to see that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is in release. There are so many who are betraying and selling out. So many are betraying and selling out. But we cannot relent because there are still some Biafrans who are very, very strong and who know what they are doing. I came across a video that I'm going to share with you now. One of the videos I saw where somebody was speaking and say, sometimes when we say that the senators, those who call themselves lawmakers, that they have to demand for self-determination in the Senate, they are supposed to be pushing for it. Not just us, not just the ordinary people. They themselves are supposed to demand for it, and that they define themselves as Biafrans. When we say it, people think that if we are asking for something extraordinary. Some people think we are asking for something that is from another planet. But what we are asking, what we are demanding for is what is right. Because it is not a crime. It is not a crime to say that I'm a Biafran. It is not a crime to demand for self-determination. It is not a crime to identify with your people. But the Janjaweed have made some selfish and self-centered people to begin to think about themselves. It is because of their belly. That is why they cannot identify with Biafra. Because of their belly. That is why they cannot call themselves Biafras. They can't even fight for what their people need. I want you to watch this video. Listen to carefully what the man has to say. There are still some sensible people in Biafra land.
Do this, we will not agree. The North has asked to secede. Okpara called for secession. Several other groups have asked for secession. Azik Adakaburu started his own secession. At all times, the solution to secession is not to become bullish. The response to it is to invite the people and start discussing with them and find out why they are doing so, and be patient and agree with them and discuss and convince them why they shouldn't do so. And I must say that it is not an offense for anyone to call for secession. I did so on the floor of the National Assembly as a member of House of Reps in 2005. I called for the creation of the sovereign state of Biafra, and the heavens did not fall. The DGSSS at that time arranged sent a letter because Obasanjo wrote a memo about me and asked him to invite me. But I said I will not come. It is within my right as a legislator to do that on the floor of the House of Representatives. If I don't do it there, where else do you want me to do? Do you want me to carry arms? So all of you must get used to having people say that they are so sick and tired and they want to leave. It's not a big deal. And let us even follow it. The truth remains, like our elder statesman, Dr. Hakim Baba Ahmed has said, that we are moving close towards Somalia and Afghanistan. I agree. He is very, very correct. The only difference between him and I is that I want to opt out of it. I don't want to wait until we get to Somalia, because we are moving too fast towards Somalia. When we get to Somalia, it would have been too late. I am saying, please, those of you who want to continue with them to Somalia, please follow them. Those of us who are opting out of the boat and we don't want to go to Somalia, I want to do what? Go to the right. That's a simple argument, and I don't see why it should be offensive to anybody. Because the combined effect of the provisions of the United Nations Declaration of Human Rights and the African Charter and our Constitution definitely makes it clear that anybody can make an agitation for self-determination, and that there is this blackmail by...
Did you hear him? I hope you heard him right. Anybody can agitate for self-determination. Anybody have the right to do that. Everybody have the right to do that. That was the former senator. He is telling you that he demanded for Biafra. When he was in the Senate, he called for Biafra. He demanded for it. It is not a crime. But today you see our governors, senators, bringing jets to kill people, to bomb their own people, simply because they are demanding for self-determination. And those are the people who want to get into Somalia. They want to get into Somalia first. Those of us who don't want to get into that Somalia, want to get out of it, they don't want to let us go. And I want to show you some of the people who want to get into Somalia. Some people who still want to get into that Somalia before they will opt out. I want to show you some of them. Listen, Ohaneze and Dibu, they are number one. They are Biafrans. They claim to be Biafran, but they want to go into Somalia. But 90% of Biafran people want to opt out of that very contraption before they walk in. We don't want to get to Somalia. But there are still some Biafrans who want to be part of that Somalia. They want to get to Somalia before they begin to join them. See some of those people. Watch.
The North, with the population and the vast majority place, that the North will always play the role of a kingmaker in deciding, being a deciding factor in 2023 presidency. And we feel that the best thing we should do is to migrate from the other side of the world to come to this place and interface with the real people who are the people that are holding the masses. Rather than abusive words in chat rooms in the delis, that we decided to extend the hand of friendship to the North. Having said that, we ask one question ourselves. What's happened to the relationship between Nnamdi Azikiwe and Tafawa Balewa? What happened to the existing relationship between the North and the East? Where did we got it wrong? What happened? What transpired? Is it because that one person somewhere decided to paint Igbos as if we are Biafrans? No, we believe in one Nigeria. The vast majority population of Igbos are residing in 19 northern states. With the highest investments we have in 19 northern.
You have seen it. These are the people who want to go into Somalia. That he is not a Biafran. And he's wearing Biafran cap, claiming to be. This is a member of Ohaneze Ndibo speaking. A member of Ohaneze Ndibo will call himself Okechukwu or whatever he call himself. Speaking there, saying that he's standing for Igbo people, yet he's denying Biafra. These are people who want to get into Somalia. They want to get into Somalia before they will jump out of the ship. And they don't want to allow those of us who don't want to get into Somalia, they don't want to let us go. But they can never stop us. It doesn't matter how they try, they can never stop us. No matter what they do, no matter how they try, they can never stop us. Freedom must definitely come. Freedom will surely come. Thank you so much for watching wherever you're watching from. Please, if you have not shared this video, kindly share this video to family and friends. Share it to all platforms and show the world the true situation. Biafran people want to leave Nigeria. We don't want to be part of that Somalia. We don't want to be part of it. We want to be out of that contraption called Nigeria. That is the wish of the Biafran people. And our Sulaiman Nnamdi must be released unconditionally. Biafran people will continue to embark on a massive civil disobedience, sit at home on Sunday and on Monday, and any other day that will be added. Economic sanction against the Janjaweed in Biafra land. We will continue to embark severe civil disobedience until Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is released. It doesn't matter how long it takes. That is what is going to be happening. It is happening already. It is happening already, and we will not relent. They cannot distract us. They cannot deceive us. No matter how they try, they can never succeed. May Chukwu guide and protect everybody that is watching this video. Every hand that has shared this video, Chukwu will guide and protect you. Every hand that has watched and shared this video, you will see the end of 2022. 2022 will never see your end. Every hand that has shared this video, you will walk into Biafra alive. If you are from Udua land, you walk into Udua land alive. If you are from Middle Belt, you walk into Middle Belt alive. Wherever you are and you are fighting for the genuine freedom of our own people, you will see that freedom alive. You never lose your life. May Chukwu guide and protect Sunday Igboho. May Chukwu guide and protect our Sulaiman Nnamdi Kanu. No weapon formed or fashioned against our Sulaiman Nnamdi Kanu should prosper. Thank you so much for watching wherever you are watching from. And remember this. Bye-bye. See you again tomorrow.